After seeing and hearing Jesus' prayer, one of the criminals there that's being crucified right next to him, he begins to believe that maybe there could even be hope for him then, that maybe he could be forgiven of his crimes by this king that's giving his life away for others. He says, so he turns to Jesus and says, remember me when you come into your kingdom. And Jesus' response is, truly I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise. Paradise is a word, it literally means garden. Garden. The garden. The garden's where everything first went wrong. The Garden of Eden, where the first man, the first woman sinned against God for the first time. We've all been doing the same ever since, where they went their own way, rebelling against God, rejecting Him. And that's, as a result, when death entered into the world and into the human race in the first place. But God, He promised Adam and Eve in that moment, He said, hey, there's going to a day that's going to come when I'm going to put an end to this death by one of your seed, through one of your seed, one of your children's children, which is why the Bible calls Jesus the second Adam. Romans 5:18 says that this one act from Adam, it led to death for all mankind. But by this one act of Christ on the cross, that it would lead to life available for all men and women. The last book of the Bible, Revelation, it ends with a picture of Jesus in the garden. And all of His friends are there. Those that He died for are gathered around, and they're singing and dancing and then partying, having a great time. John Owen, he wrote what's perhaps the most thorough book on the cross. It's titled The Death of Death and the Death of Christ. He says, the sum of all is the death and bloodshedding of Jesus Christ has wrought and does effectually procure for all those concerned an eternal redemption, consisting in grace here and glory hereafter. So the word of the cross, it's a word of redemption that we can get back to the garden and be there with Him.